Guys, the truth about Body Game is it's going to send all types of women your way. And some of them are not going to be of the desirable type, if you get what I'm saying. And this is something that, I don't know, I never really heard anybody talk about, and I haven't really said it too much on my channel, but I just want to make you aware of that, because you're going to start seeing it yourself as you work to improve your body. You may want to get a flat stomach, you want to get a six-pack. I hear people, I get guys all the time reaching out to me about improving their body, so I know that y'all are working towards it, y'all conscious of it. But once you get the body that a lot of women like, you've reached a good spot with Body Game. The bad thing is the game is so good, it works so well, that it's going to send you all types of women. And let me give you an example. All right, depending on your age group, you probably do or do not remember, so I have to give maybe more than one. But you remember when Lil Bow Wow, back when he was really popular, when he first came out, and there was like this music video of him being so popular that girls were chasing after him? Or just think of any celebrity that just goes to all the concert. They have women going to their concerts, and their fans that are in love with them that are women. Now, if you took Lil Bow Wow or Drake or your favorite male band, and you line up their just 1,000 of their random fans of women that love them, how many of those do you think are going to be attractive? And that's the point I'm trying to make. Exactly. Out of 1,000 of those women that may like you, or even the ones that like the celebrity, think about, even for a celebrity, 1,000 women could like them. And if the celebrity had to pick 3 women out of the group, they say you get to pick 3 that you may possibly want to date, he's probably going to choose 3 of the most attractive out of the bunch. And it's less likely that he's going to choose 3 overweight women to take home with him, or whatever, even try to see if one of them is compatible to date him or whatever, or go out on dates with. It's very unlikely that they're going to choose 3 overweight women out of the 1,000. And that is what Body Game does sometimes. It has that same effect, similar to a celebrity or someone popular. You're going to get women that don't follow the same lifestyle as you at all. As far as body discipline, eating, they don't follow the same lifestyle. They don't follow the same discipline. They literally just want to thrive off of your body. Like, they just want to enjoy it. Like, they just want to enjoy the fruits of your labor, which is your body. And before I started really noticing this is how I knew this was a real thing. Because if you ever been on dating apps, then you've probably seen something like this happen to you, whether or not you've got good body game or not. But it happens even more if you do have good body game and you go on a dating app and some parts of your body are showing so that people can see that you put some work in, then this is when it definitely stands out. So I asked another guy that I knew personally. He said, he asked me one day in a conversation, he says, "Hey man, I know like you've been on a dating app stuff, and I've been on them before as well." He was like, "Man, you ever notice that you get a lot of big women that like you and they're matching with you?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "That happens all the time, man." He said, "I can't understand why. Why are they matching with me?" He said, "I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't understand. They can see how I look and I can see how they look, and they know how we both look. Why are they matching with me?" And I'm going to explain to you here based on, I just simply asked one of the women one day. I was hanging out with a girl. I had just been with her, and we started talking about each other's types. And I asked her, "Okay, so what's your type?" And she says, "Well, you are really kind of like my type, but just a little bit different or better, because I don't even know if I've dated a guy that actually had a six-pack and worked out like you. I've dated guys that are kind of lean or have a little bit of muscle. Maybe they can have muscle, but they're a little bit bulky. But I don't really like bulky." She's like, "I like kind of like just what you got." Now this girl, admittedly, she was not in shape, because I've dated all types of women. I've been with different types of women, and some of those women are like what I'm talking about right here. She was not in shape, but once again, this proves she preferred me, my body type, over all the other type of guys that she could get with. She would prefer my type. So I asked her, I said, well, would you ever date a guy that was bigger, like big or kind of overweight? And she said, no, that's disgusting. I would never do that. And so now I'm looking at her and I'm trying to be nice. I'm just getting information. So I'm just asking questions, having a conversation, but I'm looking at her and I'm like, well, is that fair? Because I'm looking at you. And so anyway, I said, okay, well, why is that? Why does that guy not stand a chance? Why is that disgusting? She says, I don't want somebody bigger than me like that, all over top of me. Like, I can't imagine being intimate with them at all. She said, nothing about it is physically attractive. And now if I wanted to play devil's advocate and, try to be right with her and try to argue with her, I guess I could have said, well, do you think guys ever look at women that same way as well? But I already know how that conversation goes. You really can't bring a lot of reality into women's world because they're going to reject it regardless, even if they know it's true. And even though you guys, you're trying to be logical and be right and teach them something, sometimes they don't want to be taught. Sometimes they want to live in a fantasy. So I let her stay in it. I'm like, wow, okay. But she can date guys that are fit, but she's nowhere near it. And this is multiple women. It's not just that woman. I'm telling you, if you talk to other guys that have their body game in order, or if you guys are watching and you got your body game right, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you will say, how does this woman justify thinking that we're a match? Like, we're already physically not a match. So where else is she seeing it? Sometimes most women, the body game backfires. They are more sexually compatible with a guy that looks like me, looks like you, just got some abs, got some muscles or something, just looks good. They are physically compatible with those types of guys, although us type of guys do not feel the same way about the others. Now, there will be a certain group of guys that will be, I guess you could call it cope. I personally do not think it's true, where guys will say, well, I love thicker girls and all stuff like that. I'm just going to say this. Once again, go back to if you had to choose out of 1,000 girls, what would that woman look like? And most of the time, it's not going to be like the type that is undesirable, that is just overweight, doesn't really live your same lifestyle. That's all I'm saying is sometimes the lifestyle matters too. And so with body game, you may not need a woman that's going to be exactly on point with whatever you're doing. Like, oh, you're doing a meal prep this strict, or you're working out this many days in the gym. You probably want a good in between where they may not be hardcore on it, but they look okay, or they take care of their body, or it's just not out of control. And that's really what I think most guys would want. Even the guys that are not really on top of their body game. I think that's, in general, that's what most guys would probably want. You don't want, I would say most don't want someone that is just straight up overweight. But we do trick women and make them think that we do want them, because the women aren't really using discernment to figure it out, that look, some of this is just, we would sleep with you, unfortunately, and that's about it. And so guys are lying, making it seem like those women are really desirable, and they're setting the women up to believe that, oh, well, a lot of men like me. But guys, you just got to be honest, but you have to do it lightly. You got to really not give those type of women that much attention if you truly don't think they're that desirable for long term, because they will start thinking that guys that look like us like them. And I've been a part of this myself by giving those type of women a chance in relationships when I knew deep down that I wasn't physically attracted to that. And that's why I'm saying, I'm admitting that. Like, I've known I'm not really physically attracted to that. But what happens is, guys, as hunters, we kind of catch what we can kill. We settle for what's in our area. Oh, this is the only dinner that I'm going to eat tonight, so I'm just going to eat this so I don't starve. And I'm just saying, guys, your body game is all good. It works out for you. And you see me preach about it on plenty of my videos. It does help you get really good results, and you get the type of woman you like. It helps in all situations, trust me, because I can be a nerdy guy in a nerdy environment, but then also having a little bit of muscle and looking attractive enough to show it off in a setting where there's just nerds that have noodle bodies or really big hamburger bodies, then I'm automatically going to stick out, even in like the most nerdy groups where it's not typical to see that. So it still is helpful to work on your body game, but I just wanted to bring up this slight niche of a topic that is kind of, I guess you could add a little bit of comedy to it, thinking about your own situations for yourself, or you comment down below what you experienced, or have you seen it before, where the guy, he's fit and the woman he's with is like so far from fit, and you wonder if they eat two different types of meals every time they eat, because it's impossible. They have to live two different lifestyles. So either way, guys, stay on your body game. If you ain't on it right now, get on your body game. It's going to help you out in the long run, but this is something that you will run into. You will get that same effect as generally like a celebrity or somebody popular.